Welcome back to Mega Man X6, and in this episode I'm going to take on the Fortress, or at least the first part of it. And I realized that I didn't talk about the intro at all in a previous episode, so I'm going to go ahead and do that here. So this takes place 3 weeks after Mega Man X5, which is... It's interesting to note because that's a pretty quick turnaround considering that the world basically gets destroyed in X5. And now we're like immediately having another game. Also, this game came out like 6 months after X5, which is an incredibly quick development time. So I guess this is like the canon ending of X5. At least the way X6 is going to treat it. There's definitely some Dragon Ball Z influence in all of this. So yeah, Zero got killed, and that was that. Until 3 weeks later when he just magically came back to life. And in other news, things are super depressing and sad. And a man is... Who's the man? Dr. Wily? Like, who? What? What man? I mean, they showed Isaac for like a split second there. Maybe he's the man. Becky Lynch? Is Becky Lynch the man? I don't know. Well, we don't know. Who is the man in question? We'll never know. I gave up on trying to figure this stuff out. So let's see. I'm still missing a lot of power-ups, especially the parts that you get from rescuing Reploids. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more that I could get before I go and attack the fortress, but I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot with what I've got. We'll see what happens. So, playing as Mega Man, I was not able to get past the beginning of the fortress because there's a big spike wall, but I think that I'll be able to do it with Zero because he has the double jump. So I'm going to give that a shot. So yeah, we're going to finally get to see Zero in action. He's got some cool... So yeah, the Fire Slash is significantly less cool than it was in X4, as you can see. He doesn't jump up into the air this time. That's unfortunate. So yeah, I'm going to take on the fortress with what I've got. And I'd like to go and farm some more power-ups and some sub-tanks and hard tanks and all that stuff. Maybe power up Zero a little bit because... as you can see here, his hunter rank is very, very low, which means he has like no health, and it's gonna be tough to beat the first fortress stage as Zero, which I'm gonna have to do. Zero with no power-ups, no energy tanks, no nothing. This is gonna be tough. What can I say? But if I can get past this first fortress stage, I can switch back to Mega Man for the rest of them, and it'll be a little easier. Hopefully this is one of the Mega Man games that does not make you repeat the fortress. So, say you get to Fortress Stage 2 and save and quit, you don't have to go back to the beginning. At least I don't think so. And that'll also allow me to go and get any power-ups I need for the later Fortress stages. But for right now, I'm going to try very hard to beat this first stage as Zero, and we'll see what happens. It's also worth noting that the backgrounds of these fortress stages have these incredibly creepy, kind of satanic, Illuminati type, goat money demon kind of statues. There's like some old Sumerian stuff going on in the backgrounds of these stages, except they made them kind of mechanical. I don't know why they did that, but it's incredibly creepy. So. Alright, let's do this. It's going to be a tough jump. Yep, didn't make it. Luckily, I basically have infinite lives, so that should hopefully help. Yeah, I don't have the Speedster power-up either. And, yeah, there's a jumper power-up that I can't get because I need a certain armor for that. Speedster would help here. Can't get that yet either. Yeah, there's a whole lot of power-ups I could use that I don't have. If this were a better game, I would go in and collect them all, you know, before I even start the fortress. But since it's not a very good game, I'm going to see how far I can get, doing as little as possible. Now, for this part, you really can't jump over the spikes. There's just not enough room. So you have to get hit by these guys and then use that invincibility to get past the spikes. But Zero has so little health that it's gonna be tough. I'm barely gonna make it to the top, most likely. Especially if I waste one like I just did. Oof, that was close. Oh no! Well, that's unfortunate. Keep in mind that this is the first fortress stage, you know, and they put this spike wall at the beginning of it. It's just, I'm so baffled by this game, you know. But yeah, Zero can just kind of skedaddle right through. You just have to take damage, you know. It's weird how these lasers don't seem to be doing... Okay. So the lasers will only hurt you if you hit the front of them, like so. Yeah, Zero is a little bit slower and more cumbersome than he is in the other X games, unfortunately. Phew, just barely made it to the door. Alright, this part is some real Majin Buu shit. You have to jump up this wall really quick because all of a sudden the lava comes up and just kills you. Just really tremendous design there. I mean, it's not a mini boss. It's not a, you know, you go into this room expecting a boss fight and you're like, oh, cool, a boss. No, just lava. Lava out of nowhere and you're dead. It's like, okay. I should probably just get killed so I can get my health back. Ooh, and a 1-up. Too bad 1-ups like don't do anything in this game. I'm hoping I can hit a checkpoint right about here. Not sure if that's a checkpoint or not. Alright, I think it's boss time. This might be the tough part in this level though, because Zero is so underpowered at this point. So yeah, now we've got an angel statue in the background. It's like a demon on the left and an angel on the right. Very odd. Don't know what to make of it. Oh boy. Yeah, this is, this might not be happening without Mega Man, actually. we go. Just get as many hits as you can while he's vulnerable. And it was almost no hits. Wow. Wow. Okay. So this fight might take a very long time, it looks like. Oh jeez. Look at this. I did some good damage that time, but I'm going to die because I don't have any energy tanks. Oh, jeez. That was like, that was a trick right there. I'm gonna have to count all the revolutions that the boss does and try to figure out, like, when it's gonna do that, so I can avoid it ahead of time, if that makes sense. So weird how there's like a heartbeat, you know. Whoever designed the fortress for Mega Man X6 decided to make it as creepy as they possibly could for some reason. I forgot to count revolutions, damn it. Great. Look at the difference in how much health the boss has versus how much health I have. Wow. Well, guys, this might not be happening. I think I did a pretty good job getting through this level with Zero. You know? I wish I could have just kept playing as Mega Man, because that's kind of who I was playing as for the whole game. But then the game's like, nope, can't go any further. So yeah. I mean, you can go further with Mega Man, but it requires getting the armor that makes him impervious to spikes. And if you do that, then this fight is still pretty hard, actually, because that particular armor, he can only attack things that are pretty close to him, you know? So he basically ends up in the same boat as Zero, where it's just like... Jeez, look at this. Look at this BS. I'm just going to go ahead and lose this fight. So yeah, I mean, you get the proper armor for X so that he can do this level. And all of a sudden, you can only attack things that are right next to you, and the fight is just as hard as it is here. Probably. Maybe a little easier. So yeah, there's really no good way to do this level. And it's just like, it's silly. It's just completely silly game design. Absolutely silly. You know what? I'm probably just gonna X out of this and go see if I can farm some power-ups. Ha! I knew what he was doing that time. Alright, well, I'm not going to try this anymore. That's unfortunate. So we had a whole episode devoted to playing this stage as Zero and losing to the boss. It was a good try though, and you can see some of the problems with this game and why so few people have finished it, I think. It has a very low completion rate in the trophy section compared to X5. I think X5 has like 3 times the completion rate that this game does. So you can really see why here, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and lose the fight and see what power-ups I can collect for the rest of this episode. Fun fact, Zero's beam, his buster, I guess, is actually more powerful than his sword in this game, which is kind of odd. That was messy. So yeah, this is the leg part for the shadow armor. And yeah, if I want to get 100% trophies for the X collection, I'm going to have to get all of the armor parts at some point in this game. But I'm not going to be doing that on these videos. This is just me beating the game basically and being done with it. And at some later date, I will come back and collect everything, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and die so that I can get my health back. Jeez. So this room is a real smorgasbord. This is to be very quick, though, because you don't want any of these guys to get killed by these tentacle things. I think this leads to the heart tank, but obviously I can't jump high enough to get up there. And that blue portal leads to the jumper, but that thing is really hard to get, so I'm just going to skip it for now. Let me jump down and see what happens, though. Oh, okay. There's the EX tank. Do I want the EX tank? I mean, extra lives are so, like, inconsequential in this game. I don't know. Oh, wow. That was cool. It was like a sweet move there. Yeah, Zero can't even equip any parts at this point because his rank is too low. So that's just great. Let's see. Quick charge, definitely want that. Ultimate Buster turns all your shots into Buster shots, which is not really optimum, so don't want that. Speed shot, you can fire faster, so yeah. Now I can charge faster and I can rapid fire faster, so that's good. Alright, there are a few power-ups in this stage, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of them. Oh wow. Quick charge is super good, look at that. And the rapid fire is really good too. Wow. This game has some good power-ups, actually. This is like the most tedious level in the game, I think. It's not the hardest, it's just very, very tedious. So yeah, this part, originally I went that way, but you actually want to go up, because there are some power-ups to get up there. Oh jeez. And you want to keep going up, because, let's see, can I get up there? Yes I can. Uh-oh. I think that was a heart tank just now. So for this part, you have to use the metal anchor and charge it up, and I believe that gets rid. Yes, that gets rid of the silver blocks. Very good. Go ahead and defeat the evil of this world. That's a very idealistic goal there, Thomas. Alright, let's see. That's the shadow arm part, so we're going to take that off the list. I believe we got the heart tank as well. Alright, let's see. Sub-tank. Yes, there's a sub-tank in this stage. It is in the boss portion of the stage after you go through the blue crystal portal. Alright, got it. It's very important that I not let those nightmare guys kill any of these Reploid hostages. So far, though, I think I've had a 100% success rate at rescuing in this game. I haven't lost anyone. So yeah, if you let those nightmare guys get to the Reploid hostages, they actually perma-die. So you can never get that Reploid hostage again in that game. So if they had some crucial power-up, that power-up is now gone forever, which is not my first choice, for sure. And there's the sub-tank. Excellent. So that's one of two. And the other one, the other one's in the jungle, and one of these days I'll figure out how to get it. But, yeah. I think there's a few other things I might need first. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Hymax? Well, I suppose it's just as well that I have to fight Hymax. No, not Hymax. It's Dynamo. Well, that's cool. We like Dynamo. This guy was in X5, and he has the same music here, which is kind of cool. You look very busy all the time. I'm interested in the nightmare and its investigation. God, this dialogue. So the cool thing about Dynamo in this game is that he gives you a ton of souls when you defeat him, which it's actually a really good way to level up your class, get to SA class, you know. Unfortunately, poor Zero is he's the one that really needs Nightmare Souls. Yeah, maybe Hymax is just gone now. Maybe he's gone from the levels. Because I never fought him when I was going through the stages initially. So maybe he's not in them anymore. That would be great. I do have to fight Hymax in the fortress, though. I believe the second fortress stage. And it's worth noting that the fortress stage bosses in this game are all complete pitas. They're very... I don't want to say difficult, they're just very cheap. You know, you saw that weird block boss that I just lost to earlier. But you've also got Hymax and Gate, and they're both extremely cheap boss fights. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. And on the next episode, I'm going to do more farming. I'm going to get some more power-ups, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. I think I've got a new one here. Buster Plus. Cool. Wait, what? You can only equip one of these, I guess. So Buster Plus or Speed Shot. That is the question. I'm going to go with... I don't know. I'll let you know on the next episode.